They didn't just fail her, they ignored her, dismissed her, then buried the truth and hoped no one would ask questions. This wasn't some cold case from decades ago. This was a preventable death right in Cuyahoga County under their watch. And now, thanks to Kim Corral, we're opening the file they thought was closed for good. Dawn was a threat, not to the public, but to the status quo. She stood up when others stayed silent. She said the quiet part out loud, that the justice system in Cuyahoga County was more about conviction rates than actual truth. And when you threaten the machine fights back hard.
She did not remain silent. She became a pariah in her own community.
This wasn't just professional exile. It was a targeted dismantling of someone who refused to play along. Attorney Kim Corral and her team are doing what the county refused to, investigating. Not just memorializing a tragedy, but demanding accountability. Let's talk about facts. There's a 9-page report that was authored by the Cuyahoga County Sheriff's Department from 2023, detailing law enforcement failures, incomplete autopsy documentation, investigative leads left hanging like a broken chain of custody.
And that is what is missing here. That is what we're asking for. That's what we've been demanding for years. In 2023, the Cuyahoga County Sheriff's Office issued a report where it reviewed and then offered recommendations to correct the insufficient, inadequate, and unjust investigation into Dawn's death.
And guess who hasn't responded? The very agencies who swore to serve and protect. Dawn's case isn't a blip, it's a pattern. Cuyahoga County has a track record of ignoring whistleblowers and burying inconvenient facts. From the prosecutor's office to the medical examiner, silence is the go-to strategy when they're caught flat-footed.
Angry white men who are in power.
This wasn't just neglect. It was sabotage dressed in bureaucracy. You don't get 7,000 signatures and hundreds of people on a rainy day unless the community knows. They know Dawn deserved better. They know the answers are being withheld, and they're done waiting.
All by myself, all with my megaphone. I've been down here every 3 months. They're not going to get away with this. When I found out about Dawn, I didn't find out about Dawn until 2020. So for 6 years, I had no idea what was going on. But I knew they were prosecuting a lot of wrong people.
Rob McCoy with his megaphone, Gina Kinney with her fire, and Kim Corral with a mountain of evidence and nowhere near done. And let's be clear, this rally wasn't just about remembrance, it was a warning. A warning to every agency still pretending this case is closed. A warning the people are watching, the cameras are rolling, that journalists, real ones, are digging. And if you think the story ends here, you haven't been paying attention. She would have been 39. Instead, now she's a symbol, a rallying cry, a reminder that truth doesn't die just because the report says so. And Tentacle Nation, we don't let stories like this get buried. We dig them up, we drag them into the light, and we scream them into every mic they can't shut off. I've got the whole rally coming right now. You're more than welcome to skip through whatever parts you want to go through, or watch the entire thing, which would be my recommendation. Be loud, be heard, shake the system until the truth falls out. This one's for you, Dawn.
All right. We've uncovered all kinds of shenanigans by prosecutors and gotten all kinds of people out of jail. And also Lauren Brendorfer, her assistant. So, Kim, I'm going to let you come right up. How long do you have?
A few minutes.
Okay. All right. So, look, it's Dawn's birthday, and I'm honored to turn the microphone over to Kim Corral, our fearless attorney, who has advocated for Dawn. So, we got live stream, and go right into it. One more time, around the squad for Kim Corral, everybody.
Thank you. We're here today because it's Dawn's birthday, and I know most people know Dawn, but Dawn was a young woman who believed in the justice system. She dedicated her work and experience to making that system better, and now that system has failed her. It's failed her for more than a decade. The community of prosecutors and investigators may be willing and complacent to let her message and her legacy fade slowly into time, but we are not. My law firm is dedicated its practice. It is best known for our work in wrongful convictions. If there's one thing we have the secret, avoiding, preventing, and correcting injustice is always a thorough investigation. And that is what is missing here. That is what we're asking for. That's what we've been demanding for years. In 2023, the Cuyahoga County Sheriff's Office issued a report where it reviewed and then offered recommendations to correct the insufficient, inadequate, and unjust investigation into Dawn's death. It identified specific people who should be interviewed. It identified evidence that was lost or missing in the process, and it identified over the course of 9 pages all of the work that should have, could have, and still can be done to answer the questions, offer justice, and provide answers to Dawn's family. Not only that, but in the last year, we retained a world-renowned medical examiner and forensic examiner. And what they uncovered is that the reports from Dawn's autopsy are simply incorrect. We have supplied those to the Cuyahoga County Medical Examiner's Office and have not even received a responsive callback. We are not asking for anything more than this county's own leadership has identified must be done. Dawn was an incredible young woman. In her short time, she did work that many young women and young people just like her aspire to do. But in doing that work, she identified injustice and she took risks. She watched as the system systematically, as it does, pursued wrongful prosecutions. And because she did not remain silent, she became a pariah in her own community. When she tragically and suspiciously lost her life, a sad, non-investigation cover-up was done. And it's time to correct that. It's beyond time to correct that. So I thank you for your time and attention. Please call the county sheriff's office, call the prosecutor's office, call the medical examiner's office, and demand action on behalf of Dawn and on behalf of the people who believe in the work she did.
All right, one more time, a big thank you for Kim, because Kim and her law office, stylist, okay, stylist, Kim and her colleague Lauren and all the ladies in her office have worked their ass off to get evidence and information that should have been provided to us before. So we are so appreciative of Kim, not just for what she's doing for us and for Dawn's family, but for so many other people too. So I guess you got to go back to court. Is that right, Kim?
Yeah.
Can you stay a few minutes or you got to go?
A few minutes, just a few minutes, but we're in the middle of a jury trial.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So Lauren's going to stay, and Lauren has a few things to say also. I just wanted to give you guys a couple quick things. First of all, this blue, can you see that blue thing? This is a gift that we are giving to Dawn's family. It's a special gift that we're going to unveil. So, Rob, what do you think? You want to unveil it now? You want to wait a little bit? Okay, we got some roses. So it's Dawn's birthday. Oh my God. Thank you. Tegan came the farthest. Just say hi to Tegan from upstate New York. All right. See you. And brought the dog. And brought the dog. Thank you. So ready, Rob? All right. So Rob McCoy is going to unveil. A gift to Dawn's family. So ready? 3, 2, 1, and here it is. Okay, this is a portrait of Dawn that was created by one of our local artists who was inspired by all that Dawn did. And Dawn was beautiful. and gorgeous, but she was brilliant and she was tough. Hence the sword with Dawn's name on it. So this is a wonderful gift, and we're so grateful. So that's for Dawn's family to celebrate Dawn's birthday. And Christine gets a special one too. Karen, do you want to say anything? Do you want to say a few words? Okay, so Dawn's mom's going to come up, and remember, it's Dawn's birthday, so we are celebrating Dawn's legacy today.
I want to thank everybody for coming. If Dawn were here, she would be so appreciative of the support and the love. I love explaining this and something that sometimes we under. My hope is we can get the attention of these people that are doing investigation. We need to get going find
Let's have a round of applause for Ed and Karen and Dawn's family. They've gone through something no family should ever go through. And it's very wrong what's happened to them and how they've been treated. Oh, I got you. Hang on. So BZ Douglas is going to get a better shot of this picture. By the way, Rob McCoy gets credit for the easel. He found this thing. So that is the picture of Dawn. We are so grateful that all of you guys have been here. And like Karen was saying, Dawn would have been thrilled to see all you guys here. And we're very appreciative. Gina, where's Gina? Oh, okay, here's Gina. So Gina runs a wrongful conviction day that's October 2nd. And I just wanted everyone to know that Dawn tried to stop wrongful convictions. So Gina Kinney and I have always felt that Dawn's cause and what she's trying to do, of course, along with Kim's law office, is very powerful. So we will be posting about October 2nd, right? Next. All right. All right. Rob, do you want to come up and say a few words? I'm going to pass the microphone over to my good friend, Rob McCoy, who's been fantastic helping us for all these years.
Everyone, I really want to thank you for coming here. This is a dream come true for me because I was prosecuted by Mark Bennett back in 2011. And the first thing I see is a statue with no head or arm. I've been coming here since the day after I got out of probation in 2014, all by myself, all with my megaphone. I've been down here every 3 months. They're not going to get away with this. When I found out about Dawn, I didn't find out about Dawn until 2020. So for 6 years, I had no idea what was going on. But I knew they were prosecuting a lot of wrong people. And then I find out this girl's found dead in her apartment with alcohol poisoning. Ever since then, she gave her life up for a lot of us. She saw what was going on, how wrong it was. And I am so committed to this girl, somebody I never knew before. It's very emotional. And when I saw that picture of Bernie and Dawn, okay, I just kept looking at it, asking him, please help me. What's going on? And she has done this. So thank you, Dawn. And happy 40th birthday.
All right, round of applause for my friend Rob McCoy, who's been a fantastic supporter, and he's really kept this cause alive, and he was very poorly treated and has also really been outraged by what's gone on here. So we're very grateful for Rob. I guess I just want to conclude by saying that, for my remarks anyway, Dawn was my friend, and today's her birthday, and she was very courageous. She was hilarious to spend time with. She's very opinionated. She was I'll never meet anyone like her in my life. And the only thing I could say really that to put into words is I just miss my beautiful friend. She was terrific. And I would be in jail right now if Dawn Pasela didn't help me. I don't know what more to say than that. I would be sitting in a jail cell right now if Dawn didn't help me. Karen, do you want to say a quick word about the blind injustice? My friend Karen Grasser is going to give a quick comment about blind injustice. And Chagrin Arts has done a lot of work to end wrongful convictions and help people that are wrongfully imprisoned. So, Karen, please.
Hopefully it gets turned on.
Yes.
Oh, he turned it on. Anyway, thank you, Tony, for inviting me. And I had to come down and meet you. So I know Kim Corral. She's been on our board. She's now a member of the President's Club, very supportive. And we work very closely with the Ohio Innocence Project. You know, Joe, and it was just an incredible group of people. We have been on a 6-year mission to get an opera, and everyone, it's gospel, it's rap, it's jazz, it's blues, it's every kind of music form. The coolest, most intense 90 minutes premiered at Cincinnati with the Cincinnati Opera Company, but it's based on the book by Mark Godsey, who started the Ohio Innocence Project. And it is the most intense 90 minutes of theater I've ever experienced. And I've done theater all my life, and I run Chagrin Arts, so I do it all the time. To sit through there, and the amazing thing is to be there sitting in the same row as the people whose stories are being sung and told. And if you can, go to chagrinarts.org. You can look up more. I brought up some flyers if you're interested. But the opera, after 6 years, is finally going to be here at Playhouse Square, July 11th, 12th, and 13th. And I hear we're sold out for Friday night. So that's exciting. So Saturday or Sunday, great seats still available. But I'm telling you, it's an incredible opportunity. So thank you for inviting me and letting me all know about this project that's been my passion for 6 years. Thanks, Tony.
Okay. All right. Big round of applause for Karen and all of the good folks at Chagrin Arts that are working hard to bring justice to where it belongs in our community and to end wrongful convictions. So definitely check out Blind Injustice. Gina, you want to say any last words? You want to close us out? Let's close out with the great Gina Kinney. Just give us a quick hello. You can't have an event like this without a few words of Gina Kinney.
Tony puts me on a pedestal. I don't even know where I'm at. Hey everyone, I'm Gina Kinney. I am the president of EPIC, Ensuring Parole for Incarcerated Citizens. I've actually known Dawn's sister for quite some time, and it never even registered until after I started to, join a board with Tony and start advocating for the real justice and what really happened to Dawn Pasela. And I realized I was closer to her than I thought I was. And I promised Tony that no matter what I got going on in my own life, I will definitely show up every single time when it comes to bringing awareness to Dawn's situation. She was, as Kim said, she was a warrior. She put her foot out there to help those that were wrongfully convicted. And unfortunately, her life was snatched from her by angry white men who are in power. And unfortunately, that's what our system has been for quite some time. We've been screaming for diversity for so long. But as long as we continue to keep having these angry white men in power, we're not going to get anywhere. And this is why I fight day and night to bring exposure to wrongful convictions and the true injustices within our system. Because slavery is still brewing. And this is why we keep having our loved ones snatched by the system and never let out. I couldn't be more happier to be working with Rob and Tony on bringing justice for Dawn. It is in direct collaboration of wrongful convictions. As he said, we host every year downtown at the Justice Center, October 2nd, every year. It's International Wrongful Conviction Day. It's not a day we made up. It's something that's been going on for decades now. And now finally, since the last few years, people are finally starting to realize that the day actually means something and people are showing up. I call us our own community. It's sad that we're here under these circumstances, but as long as we keep bridging together, there's no way we're not going to be able to stop these injustices. So I'm asking all those that are here today, mark October 2nd on your calendars. That is International Wrongful Conviction Day. If you have loved ones who are incarcerated, whether they're overly sentenced, wrongfully convicted, can't get paroled, put them on a poster, put them on your shirts, come down, advocate for them. It's one thing to stand by people while they're incarcerated, but to actually be on the front line fighting for them makes all the difference. And we can't do this alone. We're going to have to bridge together, stay binded together in a community, and work together for each other. We can't just fight for our own loved ones. We have to come together. There's unity in power, or there's power in unity, and we can do this. We can do this. We just need everyone to continuously keep showing up. We have a remarkable show up today, and I'm extremely appreciative of everyone here. And I really, 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 really hope that, as Kim said, every one of us leave here today and call the Cuyahoga County Sheriff's Office and demand them to reopen Dawn's case. And with that, I'll pass the mic back to Tony.
All right, everybody. All right, we got two last things and then we're getting out of here. I just want to say that this community, and we're so grateful everyone is here. So thank you all for being here and the folks watching online. You know, this whole big Dawn community, the Dawn Facebook group has almost 900 folks. We've got 7,000 people on the change.org petition that want Dawn's case reopened and these prosecutors held responsible for their wrongdoing. And we've got a big group on the Free Tony Viola page. And this whole big community of thousands of us started with one phone call when Dawn called me and said, there's something very wrong, we have to talk. So this is the best way to honor Dawn's memory, is to fight for what she believed in, which is to end these wrongful convictions. So I'm honored to be here to honor her legacy. I wish she was here with us, but we're doing the next best thing, which is to honor her legacy and keep her memory alive. And last but not least, you had an idea. What was your idea?
Singing happy birthday.
Singing happy birthday to Dawn. So why don't we wrap up with a happy birthday to Dawn, who's in heaven watching us. By the way, it's why it's not raining. It's supposed to rain. I think Dawn is helping us. So thank you, Dawn. All right, everybody. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Dawn. Happy birthday to you. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for everything.